How's it going, true believers? It's me, Shane, and I'm here to give you another Marvel What If review, recap, whatever you want to call this. Today's episode is episode 8, known as What If Ultron Wins. Well, before I do that, please remember to give me a like, a comment, and hit that subscribe button. I deeply appreciate each and every last one of you to do that, especially the comments. You know, I whether you're subscribed or not, I do appreciate the comments, but I appreciate them even more if you're subscribed. You know who you are, one guy. Anyway, yeah, let's talk about what if Ultron wins. Now, I gotta be completely honest with you. Going through this episode, there are so many inaccuracies, not with comic books, but within the MCU itself. Like, it's some stuff that doesn't make sense, but the way this wrapped up and finally the sizzle reel trailers and the things that I've seen, they make tons of sense. Although, like the last episode with Party Thor, as everyone has elected to call him, uh, the Watcher was happy. He was like, finally a good ending. But then, Ultron shows up. And you're probably saying to yourself, that looks like Vision, Shane. Yes, that's Vision's body. So in this variant, in this splintered timeline, we see, excuse me, we see that when Ultron was creating the Vision body, he succeeded. They didn't steal the body back. He uploaded himself inside that body with the power of the Mind Stone, and he was able to set off all the nuclear weapons. Jarvis was trying to stop him, but unfortunately, they did not succeed. Apparently, he killed Thor and Hulk and Iron Man. Thor and Hulk were already down, but he killed Iron Man all at the same time. And not only did he do this to destroy the entire world, that before I do that, I'm gonna be sprinkling some inconsistencies. I'm gonna cut myself off. So inconsistency number, well, actually, the first inconsistency is the Watcher being surprised last episode. He shouldn't have been surprised, and I will explain why in a moment. But yeah, once he destroys everybody, and only Natasha and Clint, they're in the air when all the nuclear weapons around the world hit everywhere, which is kind of weird that it's just them. I don't know if that was like a budget thing, but it's kind of weird that there's only just 2 people survived. I understand that billions upon trillions upon billions of people would die, but other than those two, I would at least expect maybe 20. Excuse me, not even everybody from the same place, just 20 people. 5 over there, 5 over there. Someone living in Hawaii that was just like, hey, we survived this. But I digress. Or maybe the Ultron units. Ultron made units that could have gone that are patrolling the entire world that could have killed off some of the pockets. Who knows? But, and here's the big but. Here's the kicker. Thanos shows up. Ultron wins, kills everybody. Thanos shows up, and Ultron sees Infinity Gauntlet with the other 5 stones in it. He goes, ooh, pretty. By the way, he's not voiced by Mr. Blacklist himself. I can't remember his name. I'm just going to call him Robert California until I remember his name. I really don't care enough to just do my magic and pause it and look it up. But of course, with my super mind, I can tell you that it's James Spader. So James Spader does not play his voice, and as a matter of fact, I have this written down. There's only 3 people that actually return for their voices. Jimmy Renner, it's the guy that plays Arnim Zolo. It's Toby Jones, and Benedict Cumberbatch. Yes. So Ultron meets Thanos, and you know what Ultron did? Inside of his body, his Vision body with the stone, and he still has that cape for some reason. He just sliced him in half with the Mind Stone. Just pew. He's like, ooh, that's cool. Pew. I think one of the things that was annoying about Ultron, not that James Spader gave him personality, is because that personality was, on the whole, based on Tony Stark. Remember, Claw in the movie even said, oh yeah, I can tell a Stark convention, because he spoke like Tony Stark, and that's one of the things that was just annoying to me. Because most of the time when you see Ultron in comics and in the cartoon shows like Earth Mightiest Heroes. He's, a robot dude with not much humor. It's just the fact that he is literally Skynet. And that's the reason why he's pretty freaky and pretty scary. But as I was saying, cuts Thanos in half, which begs the question: why the hell did Vision, when Thanos reversed time and brought him back, why didn't Vision just go, huh, what? Oh no, pew pew! All right, I saved the day, everybody. No need for an end game, because I saved us all. Except for those people that died before the snap, but okay, kills Thanos one swipe, reaches for those Infinity Stones somehow with Mind Stone power. The Vision body is covered with his old Ultron body, so it's kind of like a war armor. He gets more of a cape. He gets a double-sided javelin. He looks cool. But then he's like, there are other planets beyond my own. Makes a spear to travel in, creates those Ultron units out of nothing. Goes off. He goes off to Asgard. Independence Day them with the beam and destroys everything. Asgardians couldn't do... Pardon me. Asgardians couldn't do anything. Okay, whatever. Goes to the Sovereign. Remember the Sovereign from Guardians of the Galaxy 2? They destroy everything there with the gold people. But remember, in this one, the Guardians of the Galaxy were there. We saw Drax, we saw Star-Lord, and we saw Gamora. Now, here is what's weird to me. How did Thanos have the Soul Stone if he didn't kill Gamora for it? Did he go to Vesemir and kill Nebula? Did he have Nebula take? Did he have anybody, one of his troops, like, hey, take your loved one there, by the way, and do what needs to be done, or I'm going to do what needs to be done to you? Who knows? That's two plot holes. He then goes to Xandar, place where the Nova Corps is. He's about to raise hell there. And look, lo and behold, there's Captain Marvel. She is beating his butt, takes him straight to the core of Xandar. And it looks like she's going to burn him up. And he's like, you got spirit, but that doesn't matter. He does a planet Vegeta, pulls a Frieza, and blows up Xandar. Now, here is plot hole number 3. We established in the last episode that, Captain Marvel's pretty freaking strong, as is Thor, but she's pretty freaking strong, right? So, she couldn't survive that at all? Like, he survived it, but she... Alright, cool. But those are our eye catches. Because I'm not going to give you a play-by-play. I'm slowly giving you a play-by-play, but those are our eye catches. These are what Ultron has done. And here is some of the comic book accuracy, which is why I got us up to this point. After his work was done, and we get Jeffrey Wright, aka the Watcher, doing that sweet narration, and he was getting towards godhood because he had accomplished his goal. Everything in the universe is dead. He accomplished this goal. And as he was reaching godhood, he in the comics, in the Infinity War, Thanos, after he wipes out half of existence, he becomes one with the cosmos. He is now able to get closer to death, the cosmic being. And once he becomes close with death, the gauntlet drops. Nebula is able to take it, and Nebula is able to bring Thanos back from his godhood and then reverse everything. Nebula technically saves the day. Now, I don't really have an issue with that, Ultron, he's this sentient robot thingamajigger who is wearing the Infinity armor because he had one in the center, boom, 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 boom. I can get that, he's not going to ascend and then the armor drops. But then he's able to hear the Watcher speak. And then he's able to see him. He can see through the interdimensional barrier. And the Watcher's like, nope, I'm going to close this door. He's like, how is this happening? I see everything. I didn't see this happening. Eventually, now here's the problem. Eventually, he's going to get to him. We already know he's going to get to him because of the last episode. So, I was feeling kind of blah because of that, because I usually take myself out of these things. Because I'm like, well, he's going to win. It's just, I need to see how he's going to win, right? And the episode is, what if Ultron won? So he can see him. He swiped away. Um, what's another comic book accurate thing is once he has become one with the universe, kind of like what evil Doctor Strange did. He he's able to get through there and have a fight with the Watcher. I was definitely getting upset with this fight because the Watcher is a cosmic entity. He is one of many super amazing cosmic entities. And dude is freaking strong. I'm like, so Infinity Ultron is stronger than him when it took a Beyonder to kill the Watcher Utau in the comics. Well, no, they have a really good scrap, and when the Watcher has had enough, he dons his Watcher armor, still has a cape, and they have a battle through the multiverse. Like Ultron's punching him through the multiverse, and actually, in one of those multiverses, we see President Steve Rogers about to be coronated. Very interesting thing. Um, I just the weird quips from Ultron are kind of annoying for me in this episode because he called the Watcher a creep. He like, isn't this better than being a creep? Sure. The other comic book accurate thing of this is like I told you before, everybody was wiped out, but because when Age of Ultron was announced, Marvel, of course, had their Age of Ultron comic book event. This was an AU, get it? Age of Ultron, AU, alternate universe of, all right, what if Ultron beat the heroes? What if he actually won? Most of the population is dead. A lot of heroes are dead. We have a pocket of humanity, and we have a pocket of heroes that are working to take him down, which included Spider Man. Luke Cage was the big one for me. Luke Cage and She Hulk were the big ones for me because, one, She Hulk didn't look like just a female Hulk. People are now drawing her just to be big female looking Hulk, which defeats the purpose of the character being her own thing, but whatever. That stood out to me because Jessica Jones and Luke Cage's daughter died along with Jessica Jones. So he has big survivor's guilt. So their whole thing is they got to go and kick Ultron's butt. I actually don't remember many other people in that comic book. I know Hank Pym is there, and I think he ends up helping them save the day. But yeah, small pocket full of humanity, full of heroes. As a matter of fact, I used some of my magic to try to remember some of these heroes. There's Black Widow, Moon Knight. There was Nick Fury, who had the Captain America shield. Wolverine, uh, Hulk. It looks like there was a powered up Maria Hill that looked like she had Carol Danvers powers. It got to the point because this is a 10-piece book written by Brian Michael Bendis, who you all know he loves to ruin people's days and people's lives in comic books. But in these books, I believe there was a little bit of not timeline jumping, but universe jumping. Hank Pym had a big part in trying to end all this, and it ended up leading to the Avengers AI comic book storyline, and well, it had Wolverine and the Invisible Woman, Sue Storm, Sue Richards. They were doing some timeline hopping to try to stop all of this. So in a way, not even in a way, this episode again very comic books accurate. Um, which this comic led took gave some inspiration because this was in 2013. Gave some inspiration for I believe was it 2014, 2015 when Age of Ultron came out. Laid some inspiration for that. Although let's just be honest, they made the mini series to influence the book. Pardon me. But yeah. I also do, as much as I don't like Bendis' writing, I do encourage you to go and read this series for yourself. It's just my opinion. Um, what else happened to you? Clint was just tired. I mean, with his whole family dead. I mean, remember when the snap happened, there were still people around for him to go around and just murder folks until he felt better, which he never did. But Clint here, there's no one but Natasha. He's tired of fighting. As a matter of fact, he had given up to the point where while the Watcher is watching him saying, yo, you guys are the last two hopes. You can figure this out. He's like, I want to intervene, but I can't intervene. And he can hear Ultron searching for him through the multiverse. And he's just like, yo, the thing's right there. And thanks to Natasha not giving up, they found the file to get Arnim Zolo. Zolo is the whole key to it because they're going to upload him for him to take over the hive mind. Because at this point, who cares? There's really nothing left around. Who cares if some crazy Nazi Hydra guy takes over? Who cares? They can deal with him easily. I digress. Clint has one arm. Don't know how it happened. I'm going to assume Ultron probably shot it off, but he has a robot arm. Um, Natasha is much more hopeful, much more likable in this series, in my opinion. She does find the Red Guardian shield because they are in Moscow, and she's basically kind of doing the Peter Parker thing when it comes to cracking jokes to liven up the mood and to make to at least try to get them through this. And I appreciate that. Honestly, because of how big Black Widow has actually been in What If, I'm pretty sure that given the legal troubles with the legal issues between Scarlett Johansson and Disney, I'm pretty sure she's gonna get Terrence Howard, and we're gonna get someone that looks like her to come in and do live action versions of this because this screams interdimensional Avengers or Exiles. I hope they call them Exiles, please, because they have no other place to go to. They can just go around and save other universes. Anyway, like I said, it was the turn of Zola. I did not know that he had two different consciousness. The first consciousness that Cap, Natasha, and I forget who was running away with them in Winter Soldier. Falcon, the one that they met there who had blown up everything. And there was another one in the place where the other Winter Soldiers were. I don't know if he's gone in our universe because I don't know if Goofball Zemo just shot him, shot the computers after shooting those other people. If Zemo's smart, he probably would have uploaded the guy and tried to use him later, right? Who knows? They have to have Masters of Evil in the MCU sooner or later. I already mentioned how Ultron was different than his normal self. Just like his movie self wanted to cause a extension level event to make mankind, evolve and be better than what they are. And this one just like he's just like the comics. He's like, nah, I want to kill everything. Forget organics. We do get a Skynet joke from Captain Marvel, and she says, "I've already seen that movie, and it doesn't need a sequel." Ha ha! Terminator 2 is actually pretty good. We don't need 3 and beyond. That's funny. Anyway, I already told you about Ultron killing Captain Marvel, killing the Guardians, starving Thor, Iron Man, Hulk. Whoa, we talk about the universe fight. Man, yeah, man, I'm on top of it today. Man, these notes are just flying off of the charts, guys. But yeah, the Watcher at the end of all this, the Watcher is breaking his code for the simple fact that Ultron can destroy all universes. He can't just stand by and watch this, which is pretty interesting that Ultron just ups and attacks, is like, boom, I'm here, I'm gonna kill you. Now, I'm gonna be honest, I'm actually okay with that, because you know what? Every once in a while, like I've been saying, you need a villain who just does dumb stuff. And Ultron really wasn't super well defined in the movies. Not enough for people besides myself to enjoy Age of Ultron. I liked the movie, especially that opening scene with all of them fighting. But yeah. What can I say? What can I say? But the Watcher's breaking his oath. He finally gets to where evil. I say evil because he's not really evil. He's just misguided. Where evil Doctor Strange is in a world of his own, in a prism of his own. What do you say? Of his own making. And he's like, so what you're gonna? Watcher's like, you're gonna make me say. There's a funny interaction because he's gonna make the Watcher ask him for help. Which he says, I'm Watcher. I need your help. He can't even believe he's saying it. He's breaking his oath, and I like this because now we're gonna get probably Utau's father or the other council of watchers to go. Why'd you do this? Because everything would be gone. Do you think he was gonna stop here? He was gonna go everywhere else, and I can appreciate the watcher going. I can't break my oath anymore. This should lead to exiles or interdimensional watcher Avengers, and there's no way that you can't make another animated show off of this. There's no way you can't do, live action spin-offs of this. And this is one thing that Marvel should be doing, because one of the things I do like about DC, I do and I don't like. I don't like that they don't have a comprehensive, cohesive universe, but I do like that we can go ahead and say, okay, well, we did three different Batman movies. Okay, it's that Batman doesn't have a Superman. We did three more Batman movies. That guy doesn't have a Superman. This Batman, though, he has a Superman. And at the same time, we're getting two different. Oh my goodness, we are getting two different Batmans soon. We're getting the Batman in the Flash, and we're getting the Batman in the Batman. Marvel can get away with doing this, especially since you have already introduced the multiverse before your buddies have, officially. And I'm actually all for this. The ending of this episode turned it around for me, because you know what? You broke. It's not even the Watcher breaking his rules. It's the fact that some of the stuff had a lot of plot holes, and you know what? I do not care. I don't care. I am okay with this. This is actually one of the best episodes, along with episode 1, 2, and 4, and last week's episode 7. But 8 is better than 7. 8 is right up in there. This is one of the top 5 episodes. It is getting straight up. Man, I want to give it a 5 out of 5 because I like where this is heading. I'm going to give it a 4.5 out of 5. I don't like doing points, but I'm going to give it a 4.5 out of 5 because the endings of this series can exponentially raise up the rating for this episode. Like, if you go back to my older videos, where my older videos where I did my top 10 Marvel movies, my number one movie I want to say was Marvel's The Avengers, if not Iron Man. I think it might have been Iron Man then Marvel's The Avengers, or Marvel's The Avengers then Iron Man. Either way it goes, the start of Iron Man, you can see how over time all that stuff made that movie better. And you can see over time with the Avengers, it kicking off so much, everything kicking off from that make that movie better. So this is a 4.5 as is, but the things that follow definitely kind of make this thing a 5 in my heart. So it's right up there. It's top 5 best episodes of the series. Um, Another thing to point, because I had a conversation with somebody, it seems like What If is making 2 points. Hank Pym can destroy the Marvel universe because he's a jackass, and Tony Stark can mess up the universe just because. Like, the fact he made Ultron, things could have got so much worse. Still think it should have been him and Hank Pym. Should have made that work. You should have made that work, Marvel, because it would add so much more to Hank Pym's character, feeling guilt outside of Janet. Um, and with Hank Pym just like, oh man, well, if Hope joined them, I would hate everybody and I'd kill innocent people. Or me searching for her led to the zombie apocalypse. Those two do not catch any breaks, and it's not even just in this series. In the comics, they don't catch any breaks either. But here's hoping that Tony Stark is an AI in Ironheart. Please don't make it Gwyneth Paltrow. I really don't care about her her pepper pots at all. Anyway, guys, tell me what you think of this episode. I gotta give it top 5, 4.5 out of 5, top 5 episodes. I'm very excited to see our makeshift Avengers, especially since and I did kind of skip over one thing. The one thing is that Natasha knows that Ultron went off world, but Zemo's trying to tell her, I don't think he's even in this dimension. That is a wonderful concept, and she has nothing to go back to, so she can be the leader of the exiles. While, Captain Carter can show up, but she's not going to stay because she has another place that she can go. We can't have two shield people. Can we have two red-headed women wielding shields? I would like that. A team A and a team B, just like in the comics. Avengers East, Avengers West, exiles here and exiles there. It's gonna happen, and I'm very excited. Just give me a damn mutant. Give me a Wolverine. Give me a Deadpool. Give me a Sabretooth. I mean, with all this what if stuff, they can actually do Age of Apocalypse now, and it will make sense. And our skies, they won't look like Ivan Ooze. But tell me, are you excited about the potential of what can happen? Are you excited about what's going to happen for the rest of these episodes? I think this thing's going to end at 12, so I think we have 4 more episodes left. Which, you got to get the gang together, then you got to beat the bad guy. Or is it 10 episodes? Who knows? Who cares? I'm just here for the ride. As always, I thank you for showing up. Please give me a like, hit that comment section. I really want to hear your thoughts on this. If you're already subscribed, please hit the notification bell so you can be notified of more videos like this. And if you're not subscribed, I need you to go ahead and get subscribed. Please. It's for your good. It's for my good. It's for all our good. As a matter of fact, it's another good thing you can do? Share this video. Let others hear about other people's thoughts on this wonderful series. And then maybe they can chime in. Maybe they'll comment too. As always, I appreciate you guys. I truly do. Please be good, be blessed. Be safe out there, washing your hands, wearing that mask. Be good to yourself. Be good to others. Please, don't be a jerk. No one needs a jerk. And I will definitely see you next time.